quiet naps. Captain Jonathan Myers and his co-pilot, Emily Carter, monitored the controls in the cockpit, ensuring everything ran smoothly. But tranquility turned to chaos in an instant. A sudden bang reverberated through the aircraft. Alarms blared in the cockpit, and red lights flashed on the control panel. "Engine 2 is on fire," Emily exclaimed, her voice laced with urgency. Jonathan remained calm. "Shut it down and deploy the fire suppression system. I'll radio air traffic control." As Emily worked swiftly to contain the blaze, Jonathan contacted ground control. "Mayday, Mayday, this is Flight 726. We have an engine fire and are declaring an emergency, requesting immediate clearance to divert to the nearest airport." Ground control responded, directing the flight to an airstrip in Halifax, Canada, 200 miles away. The passengers, unaware of the full extent of the emergency, felt the plane tremble as the pilots began their descent. The fire spreads. Despite the fire suppression system activating, the blaze refused to be tamed. Thick black smoke began to seep into the cabin. The flight attendants moved quickly, distributing wet cloths and instructing passengers to cover their noses and mouths. "Stay calm, everyone. Keep your seatbelts fastened," one attendant reassured, though her trembling hands betrayed her fear. In the cockpit, Jonathan and Emily struggled to maintain control. The fire had compromised some of the plane's systems, and they were losing altitude faster than planned. "We're going to have to prepare for an emergency landing," Jonathan said grimly. The rescue operation. On the ground, Halifax Airport's emergency response team sprang into action. Fire trucks, ambulances, and rescue crews lined the runway, ready for the worst. News of the emergency had spread, and crowds gathered outside the airport, their eyes fixed on the sky. As the plane approached, the fire on the engine became visible, a trail of smoke marking its path. Jonathan's voice crackled over the airport's frequency. "We're coming in hot. Prepare for evacuation." The landing was rough. Sparks flew as the landing gear scraped the tarmac. The plane skidded to a halt, flames licking the side of the fuselage. Without wasting a moment, the crew initiated the evacuation. "Leave everything behind. Jump onto the slides and move away from the aircraft," shouted one attendant as passengers scrambled to escape. Firefighters doused the flames with foam as passengers were guided to safety. Ambulance crews treated those suffering from smoke inhalation or minor injuries. The airport's medical team worked tirelessly, ensuring everyone was accounted for. A heroic effort. In the chaos, a young boy, 5-year-old Sam, was found to be missing. His mother screamed, "He's still inside." Without hesitation, a firefighter named Maria Rodriguez rushed into the smoke-filled cabin. Crawling on her hands and knees, she found Sam huddled under a seat, clutching his stuffed rabbit. "It's okay, sweetheart. I've got you," Maria said, wrapping him in a fireproof blanket. Emerging from the smoke, Maria handed Sam to his tearful mother. The crowd erupted in applause, their relief palpable. Aftermath. All 187 passengers and crew survived the ordeal. While some suffered injuries, there were no fatalities, thanks to the quick actions of the pilots, crew, and rescue teams. Captain Jonathan and Emily were hailed as heroes, their calm decision-making credited with saving countless lives. Maria Rodriguez became a symbol of bravery, her photograph, carrying Sam out of the burning plane, circulating worldwide. In the weeks that followed, investigations revealed that a bird strike had caused the engine fire. Airlines implemented stricter safety protocols to prevent similar incidents, and Flight 726 became a case study in emergency response. A story of survival. For the passengers of Flight 726, the experience was harrowing but transformative. Many formed lasting friendships, bonded by their shared survival. As they returned to their lives, they carried with them a newfound appreciation for the fragility and resilience of the human spirit.